Observe people's character as seen in their actions and patterns instead of their charm, intelligence, or reputation. So let's go back to that first example with Howard Hughes. He had a reputation as a leader, as someone who is exciting, someone who flies planes, someone who makes movies, and it's very easy to be charmed by that kind of reputation. But when you look at his actions, the controlling, the micromanaging, the poor decisions, and his patterns, the repetition from one company, one project to the next, this is the best way to understand what a person's character truly is. We pay attention to actions more than reputation and charm. Another example is from my life. I went on a date with someone, and I remember she was very friendly, she was very intelligent, she was kind to me. And I was charmed, I was attracted. And I remember we went to this restaurant and we sat down and we ordered something. And I don't remember what the mistake was. There was some mistake that the waiter or the cook made. Maybe it wasn't even the waiter's fault. And she got very angry and very rude with the waiter. What I realized from that is that with me, she was very nice, but with him, she wasn't. And if I continued to date her, I would probably see that same side. She was charming with me, but her actions she might direct those actions at me eventually. That is a pattern that she is running. I learned not to be taken in, that her character was represented in how she was speaking to the waiter, not just how she was speaking to me. Irene.
是 observe people's character， 是观察一个人的人品，不是从他的一些，不是从他的一些，从他的名声啊，从他的表现，是外在表现的一些好的方面看到的，应该是要从他们的一些行为和一些做事情的方式去观察一个人的人品。然后Bob刚刚就说之前提到过的那个第一个例子，就是那个男的他就是他就一直曾经在那个自己是一个领导这个嘛，然后就但是实际上他其实是他的人品是不咋地嘛，然后他就是最后就失败了，做什么都不失败。然后Bob又讲了他自己的一个例子，就是有一次他和一个朋友就是在外面吃饭谈话什么的，然后那个人他那个朋友就非常的就是对Bob非常友善，然后他就被这个朋友这个人所吸引，然后呢觉得这个人非常有魅力，然后就觉得他人品特别好，但是在吃饭的过程当中碰到了有那个服务员那个服务可能不周到的情况，然后这个人马上表现出来的态度就非常生气，然后就对那个服务员特别凶。但是Bob就是感觉到那种强烈的对比吧，就是那个人对他特别好，就对服务员也特别凶，他就感觉就是自己看到了这个人他的一个真实的一个人品，瞬间就觉得这个人是在就是他的人品不是得要从一些其他的一些行为方式上才能真正的看出这个人的人。I finished.
Okay. By observing people's characters, we can choose better leaders, we can choose better partners, husbands, wives. We can choose better assistants. We can choose better people for us. Now, in the book, Robert Greene talks about toxic types. He says that, yes, okay, everybody is unique. Everybody has a unique character. But we do notice that there are certain kinds of people or certain kinds of characters that repeat. And I'm going to introduce to you different kinds of toxic types. And if you recognize people like this, and I assume all of you are going to recognize people like this, some of you are going to notice that you have some of these characteristics. Just be aware of these types of characteristics. Irene.
就是我们在工作起薪来当中都可以去选择，就是适合的那个工作伙伴和那个伴侣嘛，然后就可以通过这个他们的人品，然后来进行选择，然后这个 toxic types 就是应该之后接下来要讲的一些自身就是人品有一定问题的一些人。然后就是大家如果就是生活中有碰到这样的人，就是要么就远离他，要么就反正就是注意吧。Okay, I have to.
The first one is the hyper perfectionist. The hyper perfectionist is a very hardworking and dedicated person. Sometimes they will get angry and they will yell at people because they are trying to make sure that the work is done at a very high standard. And it sometimes is okay if they shout at people for not working as hard as them. These people, they cannot delegate. They cannot ask other people to help them. They cannot delegate. They cannot give other people responsibility. They are only interested in power and control. An example is Howard Hughes. He couldn't trust other people. Hyper perfectionists, it's very hard for them to trust other people. They just micromanage, they just want to control everything. Irene.
那个 hyper perfectionist 就是指那些完美主义者，就是他们就是在工作上面就是属于就是不允许别人就是出任何差错，然后就经常就是不信任别人，就觉得别人会做不好，然后就总想着要控制自己的那些下属嘛，然后就让别人为他们平衡。Yeah, I have finished.
Hyper-perfectionists, one of their patterns is that they overwork themselves. They work for hours and hours and hours. They work harder than anybody else to make sure that the work is done perfectly. They have a very, very high standard. But what happens is that they overwork, and this leads to health problems. And then they blame other people for not working as hard as them. They blame other people for their own mistakes. They cannot be satisfied by any work that other people do. Irene.
他们就是像一个陀螺一样，就是总是工作，然后就是 想着就是我要把工作做得有多完美，这样别人才会夸赞我，然后才会觉得我很厉害。然后他们但是因为这种高强度的工作会让他们就是有很多健康，就身体健康方面的一些问题。然后还有就是他们总是不能满意别人做的工作，就总觉得别人没有自己做的好。
The Relentless Rebel. We are very attracted to these people. They are exciting. They hate authority. And they love the underdog. They don't like to follow rules. They love to break rules. They make their own rules. And they don't like to follow conventions of society or work culture. They have a very wicked sense of humor. And sometimes, even if you are their friend, their humor will affect you. Sometimes they will turn on you and they will make fun of you. They like to feel superior. They like to feel better than other people. When they were young or in their childhood, these kinds of people, they were disappointed by their fathers, and this is why they hate power. They hate people in power. They don't trust people in power. These kinds of people, they have a problem with criticism. They cannot accept criticism. They cannot accept other people telling them that they are wrong or correcting their mistakes. They don't like to be told what to do and what not to do. They're very immature and they insult other people, but secretly they want power. Irene.
就是这种人吧，他们在他们很早的时候，他们就会对自己的父母感到非常失望，然后他们就很讨厌别人对他们的批评，因为他们总是觉得自己是最优秀的，然后就讨厌别人对自己的一些负面评价，然后如果有人就是如果有人冒犯到他，或者骂他，或者侮辱他，他就会不是辱骂，批评，反正就是有冒犯到他，他就会很不爽，然后但实际上他们其实是最后那句是什么？他们非常想，实际上他们非常想要无所权利，然后就非常想拥有权利，但实际上他们非常想要拥有权利。好 ，I have credit.
The personalizer. These people are very sensitive, they're very thoughtful, and they seem really nice. They seem so nice. They're intelligent, they're considerate, and they're very good to work with. But they take everything that people say or do personally, as if people are saying or doing these things directly to them. They are the victim. They overthink the things that people say. 1 week later, 2 weeks later, they can't forget. They hold on to all of these small things and they take them personally. These kinds of people, they are very, very sensitive and they easily get angry. When they were young, their parents did not give them enough attention, and so now they are always looking for attention from other people. they push people away for small things, for small mistakes. And they always feel that they are the victim, like people have done something wrong to them. They lose friends and they always tell other people that person was a bad person. They did this thing which was wrong to me. They always feel like they have been wronged. Be careful of these people because, as I said, they take things personally and they will remember the things that you have said about them for a long time and they will try and get revenge on you. Irene.
这种人就是他们，因为他们总是觉得别人是在谈论他们，然后主要原因是因为他们小时候就是没有从父母身上去收到一个关注，所以他们就希望从别人，就是他就总觉得就是可以从别人身上得到一个关注，然后他就会特别就是也不是特别在意，就是特别就是总觉得就是别人说什么都是在说他们，然后我觉得我自己是觉得这种人可能是那种就是比较敏感，然后就是可能就举个简单的例子，就比如说你可能无心对他说了一句，就是你今天你今天皮肤状态好差呀，然后他可能就一直记得这一句话，然后他就觉得你是在说他丑，然后他可能就会去做一些事情，然后他就会很容易就生气了，然后就觉得你是在针对他，然后什么的，就非常敏感。这个例子好像不是特别，反正差不多就这么听。
That was a good example.
就反正就是后面就是说有一点事情，哎呀，就是反正就是有一点点小记仇啦，就是那种，就是对于别人说过的自己的一些东西就特别在意，然后就一直记在心上，然后就一想到这个事情他就会很生气。I have
the drama magnet. These people are very exciting. They are full of energy and they have really, really great stories to tell people. They have animated features, they show their expressions, they're fun and they love drama. But often the drama will turn ugly. They will become vicious. When they were children, they didn't get enough attention from their parents. The only way they could get attention is by involving their parents and meshing their parents in their troubles or in their problems. And they learned that this was the best way to get attention. Irene.
这种人的话，就是他们心中就是怎么说？概括起来，就是情绪就是比较容易激动，然后就感觉自己就是每天有特别多的故事，就是特别多的事情想要跟别人讲。然后原因的话，我没有听太清，好像说他们小时候就是是好像也是从父母身上没有得到一定的关注，然后他在跟别人分享这些事情的时候，他就会觉得就是有人在关注他，然后他就会就是有人听他讲故事，他就会越来越兴奋，然后就越想要去分享自己的这些事情，然后差不多应该是这样做。I have been.
So, involving people in their troubles becomes a habit. It becomes their pattern. They feel alive when they are involved in some kind of drama or in some kind of conflict, some problem between people. They love confrontation. They love these uncomfortable argument situations where somebody is right and somebody is wrong. They love to tell stories. In their stories, they are always the good person. Other people have always done bad things to them. Be careful of these people. They will involve you in their dramas, and it will be very, very hard to escape their stories. Irene.
就这种人，怎么说？就是他们可能是把自己就是太过于沉浸在那种跌宕起伏的那种剧情里面去了，然后他可能他是因为可能就是会把自己周围的一些人，实际上就是没有什么联系，和他的故事没什么联系的人，他也要牵扯出来，然后编一个那种新闻，就感觉就是可能就是他想要通过这种方式来博取大家的关注度，就觉得我自己是觉得他们这种人可能就是就觉得就是说啊，我的人生每天都非常的精彩，然后我有很多很多的故事，然后大家听我的故事，我能得到一种是那种自我满足感，然后就觉得大家都在关注我，然后就这么就感觉就是他们是这么一个比较戏精的一个群体，但是也不太可说，反正就是很喜欢去编一些故事，然后把别人也给牵扯进来。Oh, I have finished.
Okay. The big talker. These people, they have big ideas. They have these huge goals and these projects, these things that they want to do. They need your help, they need your support, they need money. Be careful about these people. They will just waste your valuable time. They are secretly afraid to do any work. They're secretly afraid of effort, of responsibility, of actually taking action. They just want to talk about these big things. Irene.
这个 The Big Talker， 这个我觉得也很浅显易懂，就是可能有那么一类人，就是他们特别想要，就是比如说想要找你寻求你的帮助啊，想要你去支持他呀，然后就会跟你说很多，然后就是说让你去帮助他，然后时不时可能就会来找你，然后跟你聊两句什么什么，就他很希望就是能从你的身上得到一种可以说我觉得除了关注度以外，我觉得更多还有一种一个是自我满足，还有就他可能就觉得这样子的话，他会有一种安全感，让他就觉得你自己是被别人所关注，但实际上是他自己在浪费别人的时间，然后去找别人去寻求那个帮助。但有的时候可能他们那些帮助是一些很小的事情，比如说可能就是一些反正一些鸡毛蒜皮的事情，然后就很浪费别人的时间。Oh, I have finished.
When they were young, they had parents who would blame them or punish them for small mistakes. And because of this, they want to avoid criticism. They want to avoid judgment. They want attention, but they don't want to do any work for it. They want to escape from the work. They never finish anything that they say they are going to do. They will try and find other people who will do the work for them. And if you try and offer them work, if you ask them to do any work, they will run away and make excuses. Irene.
就是后面就解释他们这一类人，他们小时候他们的父母就会因为他们做错一些小事，然后后来批评他们，就责怪他们，然后他们其实也很想得到父母的关注，但是就是可能就是因为父母对于他们的负面的一些东西太多了，然后都就是不是一些正面的一些东西，所以导致他们其实想要去得到关注，但是又逃避，就是又觉得就是又很害怕听到那种来自的那种批评，所以导致他们就是长大之后他们就想要找别人来，就是想要找可以替他们完成这件事情的人来帮他们做这个事情，然后他们就会自己就会感觉到，我就不会被别人批评了，然后我就不会再收到别人的一些责备了，然后就会让他们有一种，还是那句话，有一种会觉得这样做他们会让他们的身心感到比较满足，差不多这样。Oh, I have finished.
Okay. The sexualizer. These people have a lot of sexual energy. They seem very exciting, they're very different from other people, and they like to mix work and pleasure. In their childhood, they suffered some kind of sexual abuse. Maybe it was physical abuse, maybe it was psychological abuse, psychological sexual abuse from their parents or somebody around them. And so, as adults, they can only feel good about themselves when they are having sex or when other people are attracted to them. We say that they get validation through sex. Irene.
哎呀，我解释。这个 the sexualize 就是他们有我开口吧，哎呀，直接跳过吧。他们小时候经历过是小听众，他们应该就是特别现实，就是小时候经历过很多一些性虐待的一些事情，就导致他们就是长大之后会什么呀？会就是觉得所有这方面是好就是因为他们小时候经历过很多性虐待的事情，然后因为小时候嘛，然后那个就是他们会觉得就是这种事情才是正确的，才是对他们好的，所以他们就是可能就长大之后他还就是观念没有转变过来，然后还是觉得这种性虐待这种方式是对的，对他们来讲是有利的。然后可能就是可能他们长大之后可能会就是觉得就是性虐待会觉得是一件是让他们能感受到是能比较大家都觉得就是还是有些他们有性还是他们的东西也是他们我们好的，大家懂得这个问题了。I have finished.
Okay. When they are young, they sleep with a lot of different people and they seem very exciting. But if they are not successful in getting people to be attracted to them, in getting people to sleep with them, they slowly become depressed and maybe even suicidal. And as they get older and they get into positions of power or leadership positions, they use their power for sex, to meet people, to have sex with them. And this seems, as they get older, it seems really pathetic and sad and frightening. Irene.
就是他们，可能就是他们年轻的时候，可能就是和很多人睡过，不是跟你解释，哎呀，就想跟你解释了，然后反正就是，就是如果他们不跟那些人 have sex， 就是有那个，就是产生一个这种怎么说性关系？哎呀，反正就是他们如果有人就是比较拒绝他们，就和他们有一些性行为，他就会感到非常的沮丧，然后就会觉得就是就觉得自己不 OK， 是觉得自己不 OK， 然后在他们的意识形态可能会觉得没有什么是性不能解决的，就是可能是这样，然后差不多结束。I have finished. Stop.
Okay. The pampered prince or princess. These people, they seem very calm, very confident, they're very superior, and they're very pleasant. And because of this character, they make you want to help them, they make you do things for them. They want you to take care of them. They make you feel like you want to take care of them. When they were young, their parents spoiled them. Their parents did everything for them. Their parents protected them from the world. And then as they became older, they could not deal with adult life. They would always find people who would take care of them and help them and do things for them. And they make you feel guilty if you don't want to take care of them or do what they say. If you don't do what they say, they act like children. They will cry, they will become sad, they will throw a tantrum. Irene.
就是我总结了应该就是属于那种公主病，或者就是王子病，少女心那种，反正就是公主病就是那种，就是他们对自己的话是很自信的，就是他觉得任何人都应该是要为他们服务的，因为他们小的时候就是受到就是父母的一些就是父母就宠溺他们嘛，就是很过度溺爱他们，然后他们就娇生惯养啊，然后就希望别人为他们服务，然后就觉得你如果就是不替他们做事情，就是你的失职，就是你没有做到，就是你没有对他尽到你的责任，然后如果你不为他们做事情，他们就会非常幼稚的就可能就会大哭啊，然后跟你闹啊什么的，但是就很幼稚，就行为特别幼稚，就感觉就是还没有完全适应去做如何去成为一个就是心智成熟的一个成年人。
Okay. Okay. The pleaser. these people are always very nice and considerate and helpful and gentle and charming. But sometimes you can see that it's not completely real. They will show you little signs that it's not who they really are. When they were young, they had to develop this kind of character of being nice and pleasant because they had parents who were very harsh and used to punish them. They use this character to protect themselves. If they're very friendly and pleasant, then other people will not be hurtful or unkind to them. But secretly, these people don't really want to be nice and friendly and kind all of the time. They secretly want to harm other people and steal things from other people. And they are also passive aggressive. Irene.
就是 the pleaser， 这类人就是他们看上去就总是什么都特别好，所以对别人就特别好，然后很热心肠，很善良。但是就是有时候你会发现这并不是他们最真实的一面，就因为他们小的时候就父母怎么说就是是在他们做出了一些比如说对别人不好的一些事情的时候，他们父母就会惩罚他们，就告诉他们你要对别人很好什么的，然后就是不管这些小孩他们愿不愿意就是对外人友好或者不友好，就他们父母就总是教他们就是说就是你对外人友好就对你的未来是非常有利的，然后他们就可以说就是受这种思想的影响，然后他们长大之后就会怎么说，就会把自己真实的那一面隐藏起来，然后总是就是表现出彬彬有礼，然后特别善良，特别友好这样。Oh, I have finished.
Okay. The savior. You're so lucky. You have found someone who will save you from your difficulties and problems. These people, they recognize that you need help and they know exactly how to help you. They have the book for you to read. They have the exact food that you need. They have everything to offer you so that you can get better. And they seem perfect, except when you decide that you want independence. Then you see that they are actually just trying to control you. They don't really want you to be independent. They want you to need them. When they were children, they had parents who did not really take care of them. They were the ones who had to take care of their parents. They became the responsible ones. And they never really got the attention that they needed. They got satisfaction by taking care of their parents. And they got power as well. And this is why now they want to help others, because they secretly want that satisfaction of controlling other people, of having other people need them. They don't want you to be independent from them. Irene.
Savior 就这类人的话，就是他总是在别人需要帮助的时候，总是按时出现，然后来帮助我们。但是实际上，就大家可能觉得特 像一个救世主一样，就是来帮助自己，但实际上他们是想通过帮助别人，让别人依赖他们，然后就从而可以控制别人。然后他们小时候总是，可能小时候就是有经历，就是说他们总是习惯于去帮助，就是怎么说，就是帮家里面的人去分担一些事情，然后习惯于去帮助家里人就帮忙打理家里的一些东西。但是他后面就是可能他习惯了之后，他就会觉得，帮别人做就是帮助别人，就是一种他们可以得到满足感，可以让他们觉得别人就是会需要他们的这么一种方式，然后就得到满足感之后，他们就会觉得，我是一个就是是一个很有存在感的人，然后我就可以通过这种方式来让别人就是依赖他们，然后让他就可以操控别人。Oh, I have finished.
Okay, thank you.